Entrepreneurs, tax people. I say it all the time, understanding is everything. And I say that because too often we don't understand everything and we'll make a judgment call based on our limited ideas and limited thoughts. And not only do we make a judgment call for now, we have made a judgment call that's going to cost us now and cost us in the future. And because we don't understand how critical that judgment call is, we tend to live with the consequences time after time. And we'll tell ourselves, oh, it doesn't matter. Doing that one thing won't matter. Doing that one thing won't change anything. And it goes on and on. Do you know how many people tell me, okay, I know about how much I make, so I don't need somebody to tell me that? And I'm like, okay, but you do. Because you may know and you may be thinking out of your head. And number one, you cannot have a successful business. You can't have a thriving business. You cannot build a corporation out of your head. Any job that you've ever had has been a major corporation. It's been something. It's been the baby of somebody who thought about it, begin to build that baby, to grow that baby, and realize if I want that baby to thrive, that baby has to be able to walk and be independent of without me so that it can make me the money I desire. So they put out a job description and they hired you. As an entrepreneur, you will never become the job or a job for somebody if you cannot see and foresee benefits and adding people long before it's time. Releasing the control, releasing what you think you know to let somebody help you and to add value to what you're doing. If you can't do that and that your hands have to be on it, you've already limited how far that business can go or grow. You can't do it all. And hiring somebody, adding me to your team, is the beginning of laying a foundation for growth, for exponential growth. Because now you're hiring a professional. You're not hiring somebody that you've got to teach to do, because in this situation, you may not even know what to tell them to do. That's another holdup. A lot of people are like, I don't really understand what you're going to do. Well, let me explain it to you. Let's talk about it. Like I said, in your head, you may know what your business is doing. But if your business is not on paper, there is not an investor that's going to invest. There is not a bank that's going to loan you working capital based on your head. When they talk to you about a business plan and when they ask you about your financials and you have to submit bank statements to them, that tells them that, number one, you're not monitoring your business because you don't already have an income and expense statement to hand over. You don't have a balance sheet, so you don't know if your business actually has any assets or not. And 9 times out of 10, your business doesn't have assets, does not have assets because you put everything in your name, or you're commingling between you and the business. You're not sure how to separate it. You're not sure how far it needs to be separated, and you're afraid because you don't want to cross over into something that you can't manage. When instead of being afraid and limiting, then you need to expose yourself and hire, add to your team. You cannot do it all, and you cannot grow alone. Every one of us had to go through and add somebody. When your child gets of a certain age, your baby, we're going to compare your business to your baby, your child. Then as you leave from the parent and you go to school and you add to your team, and now the teacher is adding to the knowledge because the teacher specializes in teaching the subject to your child. It's still your child. You still birthed them. You were the first teacher, but now you realize, they needed somebody that specializes in that. In that same manner, Elite Expert Business Solutions, aka the Queen Bee of doing business better, specializes in business. From business structure to business consulting and bookkeeping, better business begins with better books. Better books begins with me, the Queen Bee. You need to add me to your team so you can grow to where you want to go. Bye-bye.